Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Wrapped Up Podcast. My name's Eli, and I'm co-hosting with
Ethan Holesha.
Today we're going to be bringing you some news, a live reaction to the new Lil Pump song that just came out.
Can't wait.
And we're going to be letting you guys know who we think is going to blow up in 2019. So I'm going to start with the news. And this is a pretty big story. I mean, 2 Chainz, one of the most seasoned veterans in the game. I mean, he came out on Insta and said that his album, Rapper Go to the League, will be Album of the Year. That's a big statement, my friend, but I'm excited to see what he has.
I mean, I'm excited to see what he has, but album of the year.
That's a big statement. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, man.
I mean,
you're primarily a feature artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's past his prime. He still puts on some, good performances.
Definitely, yeah. But
has some good features, but he's not really I don't know.
I'm gonna say it's not even gonna be in the top 10 album of the year.
No,
but
definitely not. Maybe not even top 10 rap album.
Yeah, but I mean, he's saying album of the year, so he has something cooking. So it's gonna be exciting to see what he puts out. No date. We don't know if it's gonna come early, middle, late of 2019. Hoping soon, but
yeah, we will stay tuned.
Big statement from 2 Chainz, and talking about albums. Future actually released a single today. You get a chance to listen to it?
Yeah, it's called Crushed Up. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We haven't heard a lot from Future. I think it's been since his joint album with Juice WRLD, right?
Yeah, and Future to me a little bit repetitive. Obviously, can get crazy lit at sometimes, but
he really had his prime in like 2014, 2016.
Yeah.
I felt like, he's still insanely popular, but I think he fell off a little bit. So we'll see if this album kind of puts him back on track.
With all Future albums, he's guaranteed, I would say, 2 or 3 absolute bangers. So I'm excited for those. Now we're gonna go over to Queen Nicki, and Queen Nicki. We're not fans, but you got to put some respect on her name because she's expected to be the first female to sell 100 million units, and
in any genre, right?
Yeah, that's a crazy number.
That's ridiculous.
So good for her.
Yeah.
Definitely some respect there. Still not fans.
No.
But
yeah, she's okay on some features. I didn't really listen to her album at all.
No.
I think the biggest song was Barbie Dreams.
Yeah.
And
Chun-Li.
Yeah.
She had her moments back in the day. Might be time to shut it off, Queen Nicki, but
yeah, she still has a lot of people that listen to her, but just
absolutely.
Personally, the appeal is kind of worn off for me.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna be talking about a new supergroup, guys. This group could take off. It's called Gucci Gang. Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, Gucci Mane. What are your thoughts on this?
Lil Pump and Smoke Perp they've worked together a lot.
They complement each other very well.
They go hand in hand. I just want to see where Gucci Mane will fit in this group.
I'm excited. If a joint album comes out, all 3 of them,
I think that would be
an absolute banger.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a little weird to me to slide Gucci Mane in there.
He's already in his 30s.
Yeah, Pump and Perp, definitely similar
in their
music styles.
It's just
I don't see
I
how
wouldn't
Gucci
really
fits.
I wouldn't really expect Gucci Mane to team up with them like that. But because you said Rolling Loud
Rolling Loud put out the artists that are performing, and it said Gucci Gang, and a lot of people were like, "Do you mean Lil Pump? Or what is this? Is this a typo?" And Smoke Perp confirmed on his Instagram that him, Lil Pump, and Gucci Mane are making a supergroup that he said will quote unquote is the new Beatles, which
those some pretty big.
That's legend status right there, my friend. Yeah. You can't be messing with the Beatles, but I'm excited to see what they put out. Obviously, 3 very talented artists, and
I just hope the 3 of them can stay out of jail before this supergroup.
A little race. Who's put some bets down? Who's gonna go to jail first?
Yeah,
my bet's on Pump. But
yeah, me too. Me too.
What do you got for news?
So first thing I have for news is that Machine Gun Kelly posted the rap double video again on his Instagram on the last day of the year to set off Eminem fans and some of his haters. The song blew up for him. He gained some attention for it, but you can't really come at the rap goat and expect to win the battle.
Can't come at the rap go and say you won and then
Killshot just ended Machine Gun Kelly.
And then appear on a Netflix original where you messed up the whole game.
Exactly.
Like you just dip, bro. Like, what are you doing, MGK?
Eminem's beard may be weird, but
he's still the GOAT in my opinion and a lot of other opinions. So MGK didn't work out. It didn't work out, buddy.
Quavo announces that Culture 3 will be coming in early 2019, and the first Culture came out January 2017. Culture 2 came out January of 2018, and so this one's also coming out in January. They're sticking to a path here. Culture 2 did not live up to the first Culture.
Absolutely, it was trash. Like,
Walkie Talkie, when that came out, it was a big song, but overall, to have, 20 songs?
Oh my God. They hit on, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, and for the Migos, you're expected to hit on the majority of your songs.
They're everywhere now. So.
The problem with Culture 3 coming out now is that Offset's been tweeting about his album that came out, and he was supposed to release it when him and Cardi split, and I think that had something to do with
they got to him. My man's trying to get him back. Get her back.
Yeah.
Or him, you never know. But, he's been delaying. A lot of rappers nowadays are delaying, and it's unfortunate. I want to hear an Offset single, a solo project.
We've already heard Takeoff and Quavo's came out. Quavo's
trash.
Had work in me, but
trash.
That was the only
trash.
song that anybody really remembered. Yeah, it was trash.
Absolute trash.
Not so trash. Takeoff
delivered.
Surprisingly,
best in the Migos, hands down in my opinion.
Well, let us know what you guys think.
Well, we won't know until Offset drops.
Yeah, personally, Offset's my favorite. Quavo, you can't really hate on too much. He's definitely the most popular Migo. The three of them together, I just hope they never break up, to be honest with you.
They complement each other so well, and I'm excited. If Culture 3 is a flop, at least we know we'll get 3 or 4 songs that are replayable throughout the year, but I really hope they deliver like they did in Culture 1.
Yeah, hopefully they release a couple singles before the album comes out so we could see. I'm just interested to see how, if they put out their album at the same time as Offset's, which one's going to do better. I'm assuming the Migos, but if this affects Offset's album, then not a good business.
That's 2 L's with Cardi and the album, so.
For real. And then, lastly in the news, Lil Pump releases a single despite controversial lyrics. We're actually going to listen to it.
We're going to get a live reaction. This just came out
half hour
ago. Live reaction. I'm assuming it's going to be crazy, dumb lit. It's Lil Pump. He's going to go on.
Yeah.
The one thing I am very skeptical of is the lyric about the Chinese eyes. That a lot of
Yao Ming. He said smoking on dope. They call me Yao Ming because my eyes were low. A lot of Asian rappers were not too happy with this.
No.
It's the rap game though. How offended can you get? It's not like he came at some specific rapper. It's just a bar.
But it's 2019.
It was like the 21 Savage thing with the
Jewish
Jews, money.
Yeah, it's just bars,
him and
man.
LeBron had to come on.
He's not trying to hurt anybody. It is 2019. Got to be careful what you say now. You never know. But we're gonna get a live reaction for you guys. So
here we go. Butterfly Doors by Lil Pump just came out.
Butterfly Doors.
It's gonna be a banger. I'm letting you guys know right now.
Jesky.
Yeah.
Butterfly Doors. Space coupe look like a UFO. Whoa. Smoking on dope. Damn. You cut me off, cut my eye real low.
Alright, pause that shit.
Alright, so it seems like he didn't take the whole line out, but
yeah, I definitely noticed a little something weird. He said,
let's see in the lyrics. It says,
I think he just completely
they cut me off blank because my eyes real low. So he took out the part about Yao Ming.
They cut me off. Okay. So that's not gonna get people mad. He did apologize then.
I really like the way the beat came in though.
Yeah, that's obviously that's the little snippet we saw. Obviously, so is he gonna go actually rap, or is it just gonna be like a chorus song? You never know. I'm hoping he goes in with a little bit more speed, but that beginning is absolute banger right there.
It's classic Lil Pump. All right, let's get back to it.
Oh, baby mama whip a pot on the stove. Whip it, ain't no joke. No, you the top nigga go cry to a hoe. Butterfly Doors. Space coupe look like a UFO. Smoking on dope. Damn, you cut me off, cut my eye real low.
Okay.
Baby mama whip a pot on the stove. Mama, ain't no joke. You the top nigga go cry to a hoe. If I go broke, I'ma kick those. I'ma go back to the niggas to the city go. I can't go. No, to fly if I ain't got my pole. I guess with a border patrol. I run out of drink, so I cancel my show. Whoa, I piss on these racks on the floor.
Alright, pause it.
I got a Glock in my drench.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway into it.
Yeah, we still got a minute 14 left.
Yeah, this is that's actually a decent amount of time for a Pump song. Yeah, very catchy lyrics.
2.5 minutes. Yeah, that's a
a
long Lil Pump song.
I kind of already know the hook already, so that's very That's very good for a
I mean,
pump song.
it's a little repetitive, but like he coming in with his first verse, it sounds like a lot of singles that have come from him already, which is not a bad thing. I mean, Lil
He
Pump's
delivered. I mean,
for sure. Let's just see if he has what it takes on the rest of this.
yeah.
Cancel the show, lost 100K. 100K, say the shit back in like half a day. Just got out of jail, got another case. Jack a nigga car in his like goddamn. 2 Lamborghinis with the butterfly door.
Oh, that's it. Pause that. Pause that.
All right.
That's the part right there. He's switching up his voice, you know, with the butterfly dog. I mean, that's
You
crazy.
don't really hear him singing a lot
No.
on songs like that.
That got me, man. I like that part. This song, best song of 2019 so far. I'll tell you that.
We're 4 days in, but still, best song of 2019.
Shit.
And I'm froze. I'm burnt, yeah. Butterfly doors. Space coupe look like a UFO. Whoa. Smoking on dope. Damn. They call me out, cause my eye real low. Pulling up foes. Whoa. Baby mama whip a pot on the stove. Whip it, ain't no joke. No. You the type nigga go cry to a hoe. Butterfly doors. Space coupe look like a UFO. Whoa. Smoking on dope. Damn. They call me out, cause my eye real low. Pulling up foes. Whoa. Baby mama whip a pot on the stove. Mama, ain't no joke. You the type nigga go cry to a hoe.
All right.
Yeah, really. I like it.
Pretty typical Lil Pump song. You got the chorus coming in twice. Pretty short verse. And then the chorus coming back again. And just let this
Classic.
play
He
out.
has a formula. Why not stick to it if it's gonna work? Works for me and it works for a lot of other people. A little long on the outro.
Yeah.
Outro instrumental. What's that, like 30 seconds? We just could have added something there. I don't know. Maybe you just want to extend the time, but
Yeah, overall, I mean, it's a hit.
what would you give it out of 10?
As of right now, just hearing it for the first time, it's like a 7.58.
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8. I mean, you're not coming to Lil Pump for the lyrics.
No.
You're coming in there for the beat and the repetitive.
And
flow.
I mean, that could turn you up pretty easily.
Yeah,
It's
so
a good song.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Lil Pump doing his thing already in 2019. Still waiting on Harvard Dropout though, but
Yeah.
whatever. So next we're gonna be talking about some rappers that we think are gonna absolutely blow up in 2019. So if you want to get to your list first, who you got?
All right. So when you think about artists who are gonna break out this year, you can't really go past Blueface. He already started blowing up at the end of 2018 with "Respect My Crippin'," Tatiana.
Yep.
And then "Bleed It" came out. That's actually the
That's
only.
actually my favorite song. Off
Yeah,
this.
Blueface is the only. I mean, he's giving me like 6ix9ine vibes. Like he's kind of a meme, but he's actually like the numbers he's putting up. He's going pretty good.
That's
right
what works, man. I mean, he's controversial. Shout out my bro Mark.
Big Blueface fan.
He loves him. I'm not really messing with him right now.
No.
Bleed It was a very good song, but everything else,
He was too offbeat, and like the voice cracks are a little like.
squeals.
I mean, nobody sounds like
come
him,
on,
but
man, what you doing?
nobody sounds like him, but he's. I mean, when "Bleed It" came out, he was actually semi on beat, and
Yeah,
that's why
absolutely.
it sounded good. Like
Yeah.
you could stay off beat a little bit because there's rappers like G Herbo, YBN Namir. They're off beat a little bit, but they still like. I don't know. They're not completely all over the
Yeah.
place like he was on "Respect My Crippin' and Tatiana." But
Yeah, Blueface definitely a controversial character, and that's only gonna help him as long as he stays out of jail.
yeah, that's really the main. That's why 6ix9ine's just. I mean, as soon as his album came out and he went to jail, we're not hearing much about him anymore.
No, so Blueface, I think definitely gonna blow up this year.
My second artist who I think is gonna blow up is YBN Cordae, and him, YBN Namir, and YBN Almighty J. They came out with a mixtape.
Yeah,
It was all right. They
liked
had
it
some,
a lot, yeah.
They had some decent features on there. I mean, it was good, but it just I was expecting it to blow up a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more. But they had a lot of songs on there that were already out. Namir obviously came out with "Rubbing Off the Paint," and that blew up the YBN name, and that was an absolute banger. He came out with "Bounce Out" with that. Both of those are on the album. Almighty J came out with a couple songs.
yeah.
I think Almighty J is the worst out of the group. He's kind of like. He just reminds me of Rich the Kid too
He's
much.
literally the carbon copy of Rich the Kid. You listen to Rich the Kid and Almighty J. I mean, it seems like Almighty.
It's hard to tell the difference.
It's just he's copying his flow, but he does have a few bangers, obviously. But Namir's obviously the most famous,
right.
and he's really good. I like Namir,
Yeah.
but Cordae, most lyrical.
Cordae, I think, is definitely the most talented. He's got the best lyrics. The lisp that he has actually helps with
Yeah,
how he
it's
raps.
his-
It gives him a
yep.
unique sound, and his flow it's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got Scottie Pippen, Kung Fu, And Target's your favorite song, right?
Target's my favorite. It's basically telling the story of him getting pulled over, and just the rhymes are there, the storytelling's there, the lyrics are there, the beat's there. Like, he has the recipe to blow up, and I think there's no doubt about it. You will be known about YBN Cordae by, I would say, the middle of this year.
Yeah, he's definitely slept on.
Yeah. So.
Going down my list, I have Comethazine as my third artist who's going to break out. He came out with a EP last year. Walk was the single from it, and that song, it goes pretty hard.
Yeah, it goes. Comethazine, if you're looking for lyrics, if you're looking for a guy
you might want to look somewhere else.
If you're looking for a guy with an IQ above 10, he's not the guy, but he slaps. I mean, you turn that up in your car with the bass all the way on. I mean, this guy is nuts.
Yeah, the whole album all the way down, it's just banger after banger. And he released DeMar DeRozan a couple weeks ago, which is like a minute and a half long. The song is absolute banger. He kind of sticks with his flow, but I mean, you should see him blow up in 2019 for sure.
Definitely.
Alright, so the last rapper I have who I think is going to break out is Cowboy. And when Envy Me came out, that song absolutely blew up.
Great song. I love it.
He has a few other big songs. Cuckoo and No Head. These are also good songs. I mean, they sound pretty similar, but just the way he uses auto-tune, he has a pretty unique flow. Definitely going to blow up this year.
Yeah, I really like Envy Me. Really catchy. I'll be walking around the house singing and not even knowing all the words, and he has what it takes. I can definitely see that he's definitely a candidate to blow up this year.
For sure. All right, let's get to your list.
All right, so we're going to go to me. I got a guy who probably a lot of you guys don't know about. I got a couple that you guys probably don't know about. Key Glock is my first pick to blow up. Shout out Mark again, my bro. I mean, he's put me on some people. He put me on Key Glock not too long ago.
Still doesn't put us on the Blueface, but
yeah, no. But,
we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. Key Glock dropped an album late last November. Key Tracks Since 6 was a really good one. Clowns, and then Russian Cream is a good single from him.
For sure.
More of a lyrical rapper, but not too lyrical. You can still turn up to him. So I think he's on the road to being a pretty big name in 2019.
Definitely.
My next pick, Flip Dinero. This man, if he can just make songs like Leave Me Alone over and over, I mean, this guy's going to blow up. I mean, Leave Me Alone was an absolute banger. Very catchy. A lot of people know it. A lot of his other songs aren't too well known. His big hits, obviously, Leave Me Alone. So if he can capitalize on that and not just drift away, if he starts putting out more music, people will start listening to him. And I think he definitely can blow up this year.
Leave Me Alone is really the only song I personally know by him, but definitely a good song, something that we really haven't heard before, and yeah, let's hope he can put out some more stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to my next pick, YNW Melly. There's people watching right now. Who the hell is YNW Melly? I mean,
I don't know much about him, but
yeah, no, just give him a listen. He's not a bad artist. He's got some lyrics. He's good at storytelling. Not mumble-ish, but I do compare his style to Young Band's, who I'll get to later. I love Young Band's, but his flow's kind of like him. Very melodic, good at storytelling, and I think he does have the fan base to blow up. He has 2 tracks with T Grizzly, who's superstar right now. So
for sure, T Grizzly, yeah. If you could pair up with him, you're definitely starting off good. And to have storytelling as well as like a melodic sound, that's pretty rare in the rap game. If you could tell decent stories, because people are kind of getting tired of these SoundCloud rappers that have absolutely no lyrics. If you could have songs that could tee people up and tell stories, you're doing it right.
Yeah. So next, we're going to get to my man, JID, man. If you don't know JID, look him up, please, man. This guy is going to blow up. Guaranteed. Like 100%.
Extremely talented artist, yeah.
He is one of the most talented lyrically, one of the best flows. The instrumentals are crazy. They're nothing like you've seen before. And obviously signing to Dreamville with J. Cole, that's going to shoot him to the top. And just a great artist. I saw him live, and he was absolutely incredible. He knows how to get the crowd going, and his songs are just really, really good.
And not even his songs. Like, if you look at the XXL freestyles from this past year, with the beat, he had the best one when he was paired up with Ski Mask. That was a genius move to pair them up together.
Absolutely.
And without the beat, his freestyle was lyrically the best, flow was the best. He wasn't just spitting out random words. He was telling a story. The XXL freshman cypher definitely blew him up. That's what put me onto him personally.
Me too.
Yeah, he went off in that.
Yeah, great artist. You can already book it. He's blowing up this year. JID.
For sure.
My last pick, I talked about him a little bit earlier. Young bands, so talented. Yes, if you've listened to him, you can't understand him 75% of the time, but his melodies and his flow, man, it's really good, very catchy. And I think he's just really talented. He has some big features. He's got Juice WRLD. He's got Landon Cube and YBN Amir on Ridin', very big track, and he's really good solo as well, which is rare to find all of those credentials. So I think he's definitely poised to blow up in 2019.
Mm-hmm. I want to say he has a song with Uzi and DP Beats, but
Yeah,
don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure
he
they have a
has
song.
he has a lot of he has some songs on SoundCloud as well. He has one with X and Ski, which goes
Wow.
absolutely nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's actually been collabing with a lot of big artists. He hasn't completely blown up yet, but I think this is the year, especially if he releases an album, which he needs to do.
For sure. And then, is that all your artists?
Yeah, that's all my artists. So we're gonna get into a special little shout out and an episode we're gonna be filming later. You want to
Yeah.
talk more about that?
Shout out to Gmo and Young Flacco.
Yeah.
Those are our friends, Guillermo and Victor from middle school. They came out with their debut album,
Yeah.
Welcome to Nowhere, produced by Astro, who's Omar and Emery.
Yeah.
We were good friends with these kids in middle school.
Absolutely.
I've known Victor since kindergarten, and they put out a pretty good album.
Yeah, absolutely. I've known Omar since I was a kid. Guillermo and Victor, just two kids, really nice, really hardworking, and I've known them
Extremely.
throughout middle school, and they're just really, really talented. And to come out with an album this early, I mean, I think they did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie.
For a first album. Let me check actually really quick how many tracks they had on it. 14. Yeah, that's and
that's
they were
really-
all on. Both of them were on every single song. They had pretty good lyrics. They switched the flow up a lot.
Mhm.
On some of the songs, I saw some I heard some X influence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
So it's good that they're taking inspiration.
they're changing it up,
and
singing
also
on some songs, rapping
also-
on some songs.
they're doing a lot, man. They have some tracks that flow into one another, which is
Travis Scott did that on the Rodeo, right?
yeah. And Metro Boomin. If you listen to Not All Heroes Wear Capes, Travis Scott's interlude goes right into Lesbian by so I mean that was a really good album for a first time, and we're actually excited to announce that very soon we will be having them on our podcast. So two up and coming rappers. Make sure to stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one.
They're gonna be here to promote the album, explain how the process was, how long it took them, and just shout out Gmo, Young Flacco, and Astro. You guys are doing some really good work out there.
We know a lot of you guys know them personally, so if you're watching this and you know them personally, make sure to stay tuned. Follow us on Insta, follow us on SoundCloud, and
If you guys have any suggestions about what we should talk about in the next episode, just
definitely
leave
let
us
us
a
know.
comment, yeah.
We're really open to suggestions. This was actually the rappers blowing up was a suggestion by our good friend Yusuf Ahmad. Shout out you, Yusuf. We'll definitely have him in the near future.
for sure
So yeah, we look at the suggestions and we definitely try to
incorporate all of them.
incorporate all of them. So thank you guys for watching.
This has been
This is
episode
wrapped
2.
up. Peace.